the spinning circle. All right. I believe now we should be live for our, I think it's the May. It may even be the April live stream for members only. I think I may owe you guys too. But how are you? How's it going?
It's going well. It's going well. And let's call it the June live stream because
I
why
know I
can't
owe you at least one, and then there'll be another one this month. So
why can't back?
So I know that you had started a new channel for Canva tutorials, and then I saw in the chat you said that you decided to roll back that decision. So do you want to share, since it's just the two of us right now, what is going on with it, how it's going, and all of that? So what made you decide that?
Okay. It really has mostly to do with my main channel. I came to a point where I wasn't inspired. I couldn't come up with any ideas that got me fired up. I just uninspired. And I said, I need to give myself time somehow. And then I said to myself, all the videos I have done about Canva could just as well be on this main channel.
Okay.
So since I have them all on my computer, I just decided, let's kill that channel. Put them all up as a long series on my main channel. And that way I have given me, let me take a quick look here, how
You said
long
you're
I have.
out until like July, right?
Yeah, mid-July something. So I have videos up there scheduled until mid-July, and I can figure out what I want to do. So that feels, and already after I made the decision, already I have started thinking of ideas of what I really want to do. So
That's great.
just having that time is like a relief.
Okay. That's so you're hitting on something too that I've been having some conversations with other people behind the scenes a lot about creator burnout. Just it's been a tough time for a lot of the people that I've been chatting with, and some of them are going through career changes, some of them are going through just maybe some like, frustration with their channel too, but a lot of them are being like, I don't want to make content, or I'm not inspired to make content right now, and I'm just feeling like so it's definitely it seems like really heavily prevalent right now, and I just yeah, it's happening a lot.
Yeah, it does. And for me, it's more of I'm not doing this YouTube thing because I want a channel to grow and explode and make any money of it. I'm doing it because I love to teach. That's really my main interest in all of this. And when I start to feel uninspired, I'm not a good teacher. So I needed to back off a little bit and get my inspiration back.
No, I think that's totally wise. Now, anyone who is chatting, because I believe it's set up currently to members only, or hopefully I set it up correctly, there is a link in the community tab as well as in the Discord. I did it in Discord as well. You should be able to there see the link, and you can come in if you want to. This is an open house to have a conversation, or if you guys should be the only ones who can chat. So if you have questions or comments, concerns, put them in as a comment on the stream, and we can also get to it there. I don't know, maybe it's not working correctly because I don't know if everyone is actually a channel member, but just FYI, that's what's going on. If you want to come in, the link is in the community tab and in our Discord. So are you feeling more inspired now that you've got a made this decision,
Yeah.
and you have like that time to really think about your new content?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I have already started to write down ideas and doing a little research, and I haven't decided yet exactly where I want to go with it, but the pressure is off. And I didn't want to leave the channel with nothing on it for who knows how long before I get inspired again.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So
Yeah. I think one of the problems with having multiple channels for a lot of people is it's really hard to split focus sometimes and think, this channel and this video or this channel. And so it becomes more of a, well, when I'm inspired, then I have this channel to, have this outlet or, these types of videos. And I feel it all the time too, because I have like a beauty channel and a vertical video channel and a kind of a semi vlogging channel. And the truth is some of those like sit dormant for months because I'm not either inspired or I just don't get content over there. And the beauty of being able to do it all on one channel is hopefully then you have one focus to, one channel, one place to put it all.
absolutely.
Yeah. How is everything going with the podcast? I was going to ask you. Oh, go ahead though.
Oh, this is interesting though, since I love to live stream. I am so glad you're doing this in Wave, so I can see a little bit about the inside.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I was saying, so anyone who is watching, this is the first time using Wave having guests. And so I was like, thanks for helping me be guinea pigs because I've never done it. So I'm glad that but yeah, so I was like, I have no idea how it's going to go, but tell me, how was it fairly easy to connect and set up?
very easy, very easy. I mean, I have never done it, but all my stuff was already in there. I picked my camera, I picked my audio, I put my name in, and here I am.
Now, for anyone who's watching as well, we're using wave.video, which is kind of like if Ecamm and OBS married and, Canva or PicMonkey, because in it, and I haven't gotten to play around with it much in the video and the asset side, but you can create like your thumbnails or social media posts and stuff as part of an internal library. And then they also have web-based streaming as well. So it's kind of similar to a StreamYard or a Restream, where a lot of it is all in browser and you can give someone a link and they just join via a browser as well. So there isn't really software that you're installing. You go to a website and you launch it, similar to Restream. And so this is my second live stream with Wave. I did try a couple days ago to connect to Amazon. It did not work. But I don't know if you remember, way back in the day, I had all sorts of problems trying to get connected to Amazon when I was first using Ecamm, first using Restream, first using everything. There was only, at the time, Restream was one of the only ones that could successfully connect a lot, until I figured out in Ecamm you have to change the resolution and the frame rate. But I have not yet figured out how to connect Wave to Amazon. So that's next on my list as well as part of my testing. It says, I'm only streaming in 720 today. Oh, that could have been my bad in setting it up, honestly. But yeah.
Yeah. I'm really going to try it as a streamer myself, because this looks so far so good.
Actually, I'd be curious on your thoughts on it, because you use Canva separately. And I would be curious what you could create kind of similar to what you would normally make in Canva, but in Wave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just because they have a lot of the stuff like built in.
I will for sure try it.
I should ask them for an affiliate link. Go sign up and be like, hey. But I will say, I heard that Ecamm is also, they're always one launch away, but I think it's for real in the next couple months, coming in with integrated native multi-streaming. But I don't know yet what the limitations will be for how many platforms and which platforms will launch first and all that stuff. Although I will say one thing, I don't know if you saw it, I did do a live stream on Sunday. So I did, actually, this is my third, but my first with a guest. I did the first time connecting to Twitch, but you know how Twitch has those emoticons and things, like emoji looking things. Wave.video does not know how to parse the emoticons. So it will literally say like the name of the emoticon, like whatever they labeled it. It will say like Photo Luke Hawaii flower, Photo Luke Hawaii like it will say the whole title, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is funny. And like, I don't know if I want them to fix it, so I was like, hey, brother Bruce, like, give me a whole wall of emoticons, and then I would put on screen what it looked like. Oh, it was awesome.
Wow.
Annie, yes.
But
The link is in the community tab. It's also in our Discord server for the channel members. You're welcome to come on. The link is there. Same with you, Sammy. You can come in. But yeah, I thought it was hilarious. I was like, I don't know if I want them to fix it because this is just too funny, but I do want them to fix it.
I saw that somewhere else just the other day. I don't know where.
I'm not sure.
Is this? Can you get the chat to auto scroll here? It doesn't do that for
I
me.
did not
Up
seem.
to new-
Yeah, so in Restream, I have the option to show the chat on the screen, but I did not see that with this yet. But there is, in my view, there is a thing that will auto scroll the chat as you're watching. But other than that, it just has like when you hover on a comment, like Photoluke Hawaii's flowers here, I can do a show on stream, and then it will show like his comment and where he's watching, like YouTube. But other than that, I don't think they have the on-screen one yet, so I think you have to select them individually.
Okay. Just curious.
I think Sammy has done, he said he was part of the beta as well, so he may have some additional insights on that. And I just joined their Facebook group, and I think I had just posted about my question about connecting to Amazon. I was like, hey, it's my first post. I'm brand new to it. So if you guys have successfully connected to Amazon, let me know, because I know there's something in the settings that I'm going to need to change, like similar to Restream or Ecamm, but I don't know what that is yet.
Do they have a app too, or is it just web-based?
No, it's just web-based. So
Okay.
no app. Yeah. Yeah. What are you currently using? Are you still on StreamYard or?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on StreamYard. Yeah.
I'm using StreamYard.
Yeah.
The reason I like the web-based right now is that our internet here is a little flimsy.
Mhm.
And the advantage with the web-based is that even if my internet goes down and if I have people on, the stream doesn't die.
Oh, it still stays on for that reconnection. Yeah, I've seen that. That's nice. Um, I I really like a lot of the features that StreamYard has. I've just never been able to get it to look good. Some just work with, I don't know, the configurations and connections better, but like every time I have to be a guest on someone's thing and they're using StreamYard, I just like it doesn't look as nice. I don't know. But I know some people said the same about, when they've tried to connect to like Restream, or I'm sure it'll be the same for Wave Video or something like that. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
You
So
just
tell
have
me.
to work on how you have it set up.
Yeah. I do like here though, like similar to OBS or Ecamm, you can set up a variety of scenes. I think you were there in that live stream where I was going through that,
Yeah.
but I have multiple scenes and you can then kind of toggle between them, so you can kind of set it up, and that's nice. I did like that. So, hey, Coach Adam, if you want to, the link to join, this is your guys's members only live stream. It's a call-in show. You can come in, and the link is in the community tab as well as in the Discord under the channel for the YouTube channel members. So you're more than welcome to come in. The water's fine. Hello. Good to see you. How is the podcast going?
It's going fine. I am up to total of 30 episodes or something like that.
Oh my gosh, that's so crazy, because I remember you just talking about launching the podcast, and here you are 30 episodes later.
And I am having about, let me see quickly, I have like 1,300 downloads per month or something like that.
Are you kidding? That's more than I have.
Yeah. So I'm really happy with it. And the first season I did YouTube as well. That was too much work. So
I've been wondering about how to like when does the season end and when does it launch? I think I'm in like season 3, episode 27, and I'm just like, I gotta at some point call it season 4. I don't know.
I just decide when I need a break.
Yeah.
And then I have in my schedule, okay, there it ends. How long break will I take?
Yeah.
2 weeks. And then it's done. But what I did, so I didn't do anything for YouTube this season. I didn't film even though I have the script and I could do it there, I didn't do it because, I mean, even if it's just me talking, you have to edit it some and it takes time and the podcast, people that like podcasts do it because it's audio usually. So, but what I have done and what I'm still working on catching up is I have done a little video with just stills and some little short films from Sweden that I have set up that's rolling. And then I just use the audio underneath that. Because I know many people that I know that said they love to listen to my podcast, but they never go on a podcast app. They always hang out on YouTube, so they prefer to listen to it on YouTube.
Yeah.
So now I'm working on catching up and throwing in all this season's episode with the little video or just stills rolling over it.
So one of the apps that I had used in the past, and I know you can set up a connection to do it automatically, or you can, do it yourself. There's a service called Headliner. And I don't know if you've seen that, but Headliner, I will usually get an email after I release a podcast episode and it will say like, hey, do you want to create like an audiogram snippet or something? I know that I was working with someone and they have it set up where Headliner will take the audio from their podcast and then put up like just the cover art, which is in a square, for the podcast, and then have like the little audiogram, like little lines happening, and it will push it to a video to YouTube. So if you are taking out the video part,
episode,
the whole episode, yeah,
okay. Because
so,
what I also do is, I have my podcast on BuzzFeed, and every time you have done an episode and uploaded, you can do a soundbite, and I have put them up as shorts on my Swedish Fika channel. So as the soundbite with the channel art and the sound wave. And they are like some are 20 seconds, some are 40 seconds. So that I have done on that channel. And I use them for some social media and stuff like that.
Yeah, you may want to check out
Headliner, you said.
Headliner. Let me see, where is it?
Writing it down.
I'm also going to put it in the chat for anyone else's, just for posterity. Headliner.app is the, oh my gosh, we have a super chat. Oh, I can't hit my buttons, but I'm going to play music. Let me see how we, let me see here under media. I'm pretty sure there's a thing for music. So we're going to play this and we're going to boogie for a couple seconds. Here we go. Hopefully it works. Okay, I know it's not quite the same, but we make do with what we have here in the studio. But they do have the option to upload some sounds and some overlays. So maybe I'll have to get that set up so that if we have it and we're here in the studio, we can do that. Otherwise, I could do, if I was pushing eCam as a virtual cam, I would have the option, but I'll have to think about it. Thank you so much to Coach Adam. If you have a question, comment, concern that you want to put in the chat for us to get to, I know you said you're going to be streaming soon, so you can't come in, but if you do, let me know. Thank you so much though. Appreciate it. Yes, headliner.app is the website, and you can
found it and I'm saving it.
Good. So at least for people out there who don't mind that there's no video or whatever, and you just want to get it on YouTube or something, I think you can set it up So it will automatically take your podcast episode and it will create a YouTube video. So maybe look into that.
I will. What I do now is for every episode I do, I also do some images for my website where
Yes.
I put up my show notes. So I use those and I have it's I mean, when I go to Canva and I search their video archive and put in Sweden, I get so many short video clips that are beautiful and
Oh,
professionally filmed that so I just put them in between the images and it doesn't take long. I mean,
yeah.
it's not a lot of work. So, but I will definitely look into headliner here.
Yeah.
I have a question for you
Okay.
and your little Discord. Have you tested out a voice channel on Discord yet?
It's a good question. I don't know if I have. I think there is one. It's like the lounge or something like that. Is that right? And I accidentally clicked on it and I was live in there. So I'm going to say not on
Because
purpose.
that's something we could try for members.
Yeah.
Also.
The other members live that I was thinking that we also have to do because we had been talking in the channel about Descript. Several of us are using Descript, whether it's podcast episode editing or captions or whatever else. And I thought it would be really fun to do a round table, having each person do like a little show and tell who is using it that wants to show us how they use the program. Because I use it in a couple of different ways. And I thought it might be fun to like hear how Keely is using it because I know she's using it. So I thought that might be a fun thing. I know she had teased me about that's exactly what this type of channel and discussion and blah, blah, blah is for. And I was like, I get it, Keely. We're going to do it. So I think we'll do that too. But yeah, we could totally do
What
some
they
more.
have added now oh, it's time for the dogs to go out. I hope you don't hurt
I don't care.
what they have added in Discord to the voice channels is that now you can have chat in the voice channel.
Oh, okay.
You couldn't do that before. So if people want to come in and don't add camera or audio, they
Oh,
can
okay.
just chat.
Okay.
So that opens the door for new things. If they just want to see what you show and still just be in the chat.
We could do something like this too, where you just don't turn on your camera.
Mm-hmm.
Although, the empty Zoom is sad. I was going to show you, this is one of those examples of how Wave.video has a harder time parsing, but I don't think StreamYard can do it very well or Restream. But this would be an example of the super sticker that Coach Adam had put. So let me put this on screen here. It says, sticker, pair character, exaggeratedly stretching his arm forward to offer a cup of coffee. I love it. This is the best description. But I still have to say, so Photoluke Hawaii was here for my first connection to Twitch. And so, yeah, the wall of emoticons and how that actually came across, it's hands down, like, it's so good. So this is my third live stream. So because I attempted to do the Amazon, so that would have been fourth, but once in the live stream that you guys saw, once to the Twitch one, and then this is my third one and then my first one with a guest. But I love that. I will put it on screen one more time. Can I do it again? Boom. Pair character exaggeratedly stretching his arm forward to offer a cup of coffee.
Is that from today?
Yeah, that was from the little super sticker super chat.
I have to go. Okay, now I see it.
Yeah.
On the YouTube. I see it because in here it doesn't show it either.
Oh, really? What does it show? Does it show anything?
In the chat here, exactly the same as on camera. Sticker, peer, character exactly the same. But the emojis it shows.
Yeah, emojis are fine because emojis are like universal, but the emoticons and special Twitch characters and the other stuff. Oh, you know what? For channel members that are here, can you please try to put in the channel emojis that you have access to? Can you do like one of all the different emojis? Oh, did you? Okay, yeah, let's click and then I can see what those look like. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this
It's
you can't do
do
it
the
either.
same thing.
It says _ depends. Yeah, so it
Do
can't
the
do
same thing.
yeah.
I
Oh,
was just
classic.
thinking that.
Yeah, I was told I was like, "Oh, we have to try that." One thing that I did like though, because we got a super chat or a super sticker, there's now a tab in my window that says supers and then the number, and then it has Coach Adams. And this is interesting because if you're someone like Emily D. Baker or Nick Nimmin, or maybe who's getting a lot of super chats, there's a
Mhm.
separate tab you could go to. And so if you're answering questions from, super chats, or if you're doing something like that, then there's a separate tab in the chat only highlighting super chats. That's really cool. I like that. There's also a
Oh,
tab
in
that
the
shows
chat
up for
itself.
yeah, in the chat window, there's little tabs. So the first tab
Yeah.
says all chat, and then the second tab says supers only, and then there's one for ones that are starred, and then there's ones that says shown. So the ones that I've put in and highlighted on screen, there's a
Wow,
separate one for
that's
shown.
nice.
So that's neat. At least they
That really helps with your streaming.
yeah.
Did you freeze?
Jeff, for being here, and good luck on your stream. Have a good time. I did not freeze. Did I freeze? Oh no.
You froze for me for a second, but that could have been just, as I said, my internet is sometimes slow.
Okay. Okay. Discord for creators. Keely, we were just talking about you. I don't know if your ears are burning, but if you want to come in, the link is in the community tab as well as in the Discord. Feel free to come on in and join us. We were just chatting about how the next members only live stream maybe we do as the Descript show and tell, so we can have everyone like kind of show how they're using it. So, but yeah.
Sorry, I was a little.
No, you're
dark.
fine. You're totally fine. Totally fine.
I'm
And
very close up. That's just because I have Sis sitting in the background and I don't want to
no worries. I
display
saw
her in public.
that you just dyed her hair. Is that correct? It looks great.
Yep, I did.
You did it
I did.
yourself?
Yeah, I always do that.
Do you? I was like, oh goodness. It looks nice. So, um, okay. Any other questions that you had? What was the question? I know you were like, oh wait, I have a question. I'm like, I don't even know what it was.
Oh, that was the Discord.
Oh, the
question.
Discord one. Yes. To do the
Yeah.
voice channel one. Yeah. Photo Lukuai said, yeah, I froze for a second, but I'm moving again. So I don't know.
So it wasn't me.
No, apparently it's me. That's not good. That's not good. What kind of dog? Have I seen your pictures of your dog? Did you put it
We
in
have
the Discord? I think at
No,
one
we
point I
have
asked,
three.
I was like, are there pictures of these doggies? Do we have a channel for pets?
I don't know.
Oh, we need to totally have a channel in the Discord for pets where I don't have to feel bad if I just spam it with a whole bunch of like pictures of Cooper and Casey. Oh, I think that needs to happen. Oh yeah, okay. People out there, like, don't let me forget. We got to have a Twitch channel for our pets. For our pets.
I'm putting a little remembrance for you right now
Thank
in the where?
So in the Discord, right? That'll make me be like, you can mention me in the Discord and be like, yo, I want my channel for pets so I can show you my 3 pups.
Yeah, I'm putting it right now.
Are you proud of me, Keely? I'm trying to use Twitch. No, I'm trying to use Discord more. I even like responded to some people's comments and said some stuff the other day. I was like, look at me. Who am I? I don't know if anyone out there wants to also hasn't joined our Discord, but I believe there's a link in the description. You can totally come join us. So you can join us because we're going to have a newly formed channel talking about pets. It's going to be glorious. All glorious.
I'm doing my duty again and putting it in the chat.
Thank you.
There we
Thank you
go.
very much. What else is new with you? Oh, we have a guest. Hold on. I'm going to show her. Here we go. Welcome to the party. Hello, beautiful. How are you?
Hello. I have some slapback. Where am I?
Oh, I hear my giggle in the background.
What else is new with you? Oh, we got a guest. Hold on. I'm going to show her. Here we go.
Okay, how do I stop this madness? Okay, I got it. I know what I was doing.
Are you
So
sure?
sorry.
You sure?
I am here. I
Aren't
was
you
like,
supposed to
I've
be
got
a
14 browser
professional?
windows open, and I don't know which one is, I was like, where's the Shelly original stream? I'm now in Chrome, and oh my God. Anyway.
Two things I had for you that I wanted to ask you. One, we're going to do the Descript live stream, right? And I want to have people do a show and tell of how they use it. I thought that'd be super fun, right? I think that would be
Yes.
super fun. And then two, I wanted to ask you, since you used to be a lawyer, correct?
Yes.
You still are a lawyer. I mean, you didn't stop being one, but you are still technically a lawyer.
I have not practiced law for quite some time.
No, but you are still.
Yeah, I'm still a jerk. Like,
no, that's not what I said. I don't use those words synonymously. Okay.
Oh, I
Stop. I know. So there has been a lot written recently about mainstream media versus LawTube, LegalTube, the lawyers that are on YouTube and sharing their thoughts, especially about the latest Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, but just in general. So someone like Emily D. Baker, who kind of had this meteoric rise with also starting to also talk about Real Housewives and Tati Westbrook. And I wondered, one, what kind of law you were practicing, but two, if this increase in LawTube, as they call it, is that anything that interests you that you would want to explore more, or is that just like, no?
I think that's a really interesting question. I think
I'm a pretty interesting person. Sometimes I come up with interesting.
You are. And I am not, because I wasn't prepared for such an interesting question. I think as long as there have been legal situations, which is like forever, there have always been a lot of people willing to talk about legal issues online. And I did read a lot about what was happening in terms of all the commentary and the sharing and the really, really awful backlash that emerged on social media platforms regarding that whole trial. And I made it a point to ignore it completely. I did not click on a single clickbait link. I did not look at Twitter's trending topics and go through that. I was just completely out of that. I think what would be interesting is that as a lawyer who doesn't practice anymore, I'm no longer insured by my bar association, and I can certainly offer an educated perspective without giving legal advice. But it is really difficult. It's such a fine line that every lawyer or attorney, depending on where you're from, treads when they're online and they're talking about the law, because they can get themselves in a lot of trouble very, very quickly from a little bit of misunderstanding. So you'll always hear somebody who's a practicing lawyer saying, this is not legal advice. I'm not your lawyer. If you haven't paid me anything, I'm not giving you legal advice. So they repeat that over and over and again. You probably get tired of it, but it's so necessary, because we are just one misunderstanding away from being sued. And it's an interesting thought if I'd be more vulnerable or less vulnerable to that as a non-practicing lawyer. But would I be interested in doing streams about legal issues? What's really interesting is that with my FH umpires presence and brand, that's kind of what I'm doing, because I'm talking about rules and scenarios and infractions and breaches of rules, and I'm talking about philosophy of how this rule was put together and how it's worded, and I'm applying the skills that I learned in law school and when I was practicing to that entire field. It doesn't mean I'm a better umpire because I was a lawyer. I'm just a different kind of umpire because I was a lawyer. But I'm doing that all the time, and I love it. I love that part of what I talk about, as well as all the rest of the stuff. I love talking about Empire. So would I want to do something even more than that? I'm not sure. It would have to be something that really grabbed me, like a social justice issue that smashed the patriarchy, for example. It could have to be really something that I got super passionate about to pull me back into that world, I think.
I can't tag you. I don't know why. I can't tag Discord for creators. You don't exist. You don't exist.
Where are you trying to tag me?
I was trying to tag you in the title. I'm trying to be like,
oh, well,
At
it's
least-
probably, is it Keely out? No, it's just Discord for
no,
creators.
it's Discord for
Yeah.
creators. And
I'm
I
just so
can't
tiny. I don't
find
have
you.
my own channel URL yet personalized.
Okay, maybe.
I'm
Where
about
you at?
25 people away. Oh, I can put it in the comments and
Yeah, please do. Anyone
Yeah.
out there who wants to learn about Discord, because most of the people who are showing up to this live stream are fellow creators, please click on Keely's channel, Discord
you.
for create. Yeah, I can't tag you. Don't you also have Keely Dunn? Keely. Can't
I
tag
don't
that one
know.
either. No, it's fine. I'll find your channel and I'll link
It's
it
okay.
otherwise.
I put the pretty link that I have that takes you to the
You have- where
YouTube
is
channel that is XYZ 14,000 blah
Yeah.
blah blah.
Hold on, let me Discord for creators. Let me.
Yeah.
You're so close. You're at 74 subscribers, or at least that's
I
what it's showing
know.
for me. Let me at least put your channel link in the description here. So
Thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate
that.
that. Yeah, but I have noticed the extra, in interaction engagement you've been putting in on your server, which is
I've been
fantastic.
trying, right? Come on.
I know.
I've been leaving comments and such.
But something that you can do for members only, if you ever had that right sort of environment, one of the things that is so great about voice channels and Discord is that you can do this sort of sharing tutorial workshop-ish environment so easily there. So you could have a voice channel going with like 10 of your favorite members, and they could, a few of them could be sharing their screens at the same time, or everybody could be sharing their screens, and you could like pop in to each person's screen and see what they're doing in Descript, for example, if that's
that's what
environment.
that's where it came from, right? When we were talking about, hey, wouldn't it be fun if everyone's sharing? And you're like, it's almost like what it was meant for. And I was saying, like, we were talking about you early before you came in the stream, being like, I know Keely wants to do it, and I was like, yeah, we gotta do that. And then yeah, I know. And Pixel P was actually asking about voice channels, and so why don't we take a note? Y'all help me set that up, however you want to do it. If it's unlisted, if it's a lot, whatever it is, so that we have a record of it and keep it around.
Yeah.
But let's get it set up, because I was saying I owe you guys one more members only live stream from last month, and it'll be this month. So I would love to do a show and tell with everyone showing how they use Descript. And so let's help me set it up, and let's do that, and then everyone can do a show and tell on how they use it.
Yeah. And fun fact, I have recently been added to Descript's first cohort of their sounding board.
Oh,
so
I was trying to get added to that. I did a whole interview with them, and I guess they didn't like what I had to say.
Oh, that is so weird. Honestly, I think they picked me out because I had this great chat with one of the product managers named Pranav, and
me too. That's what I talked to.
Yeah, and we got on like a house on fire, but I think they literally wanted somebody who wasn't using it very effectively. Like, I feel like I am the village idiot in
No, I was telling them, I was trying to show him some stuff, and he's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, that is so weird, because I'm fairly certain that I am the least qualified person in that whole group, but I'm excited that, they asked me to be a part of it.
Dude, I'm so glad that you're part of it, because now I can still get all the insider secrets from at least somebody that I know. I was even asking him, I sent him an email. I was like, hey, because I've been talking about Descript, well, anyways, just a lot, but I was talking it up at Podfest, that I was at, and a few other people. And I was like, yeah, I think they're trying to have this sounding board. And someone else was really excited. They're like, oh my gosh, give them. I was like, do you want me to send them your name or email? And they're like, yes. And I did, and I never heard back. And then I never heard back after my meeting with Pranav. And so to hear that you are now indoctrinated into this first cohort means definitively I am not. So not that I'm mad about it. No, I'm not mad about it. It's just kind of funny, because I was like, are they still doing it? And I'm like, yes, they are, just not with me.
And I mean, who knows? It looked like they had a pretty representative geographical spread. I'm the only Canadian in the group, but they had this guy from, who was representing a big, he's like, with my Descript department, we do these things. And he was South African. And so there was a really nice sort of diversity. And I'm like, how do you have a whole department of people doing Descript? That is so cool. So
one other thing I'm going to ask you
excited.
about, I'm sorry, and we can totally chat about this too. One other thing I'm going to ask you, and then Pix, if you have any more questions, please don't let me just hog all the time. But Canadian Bill number 11 and Canadian creators. I don't know if you want to weigh in on that. I had asked Rene Ritchie if he has thoughts on that. It turned out he had a whole Twitter thread. So if you are in Canada, there are some new laws and regulations trying to promote Canadianism stuff. But do you want to talk about that a little bit and what that means for you or your content or just content creators?
Yeah, it's a bill. It hasn't been passed into law yet. And although I'm definitely, leaning on the left side of the spectrum politically, I don't have any confidence in the Liberal government actually getting anything done. So I'm not like in a panic mode that this is actually going to become law, because there's still a long way to go with it. But it really will have, it's like it's a bill that was generated by somebody who's never created content on YouTube. Like, they have no idea, because it will change the algorithm from what you've earned to what we decide is Canadian enough, or that sort of thing. We've had CanCon rules for, decades, and it's pretty much a laughing stock, because the internet, as soon as everybody got on it and started watching YouTube, Netflix, all that kind of thing, I mean, just CanCon went out the window, because you can't stop people from going out to the internet. And now they're trying to do exactly that and say, no, it's just this little walled garden that we think you should be able to see, first of all. So I think that this bill does not have a huge likelihood of passing, but it would have some really, really negative effects. And I'd be VPNing my entire life, basically. Like, but that's the thing. If you're smart enough, you can get around these, any of these rules by just spoofing your location. So
for also anyone else out there who's a little confused, they are trying to pass this law or bill that states they're trying to promote Canadianism. So they'll try to classify content as being more Canadian and prioritizing showing that to people as a hopeful boost, apparently, to, showcase. But for a lot of audiences, or a lot of creators that may have audiences primarily, USA or other based or not in Canada, it could also potentially limit the scope and reach of the video views that they would get. It could also lower the potential for sponsors to want to do that, because they may or may not have a lot of their consumer buying base in Canada. So I know that Chris Howe had put out a video about this, and some other people have chatted about it, including Rene Ritchie has put a YouTube video out about it, and I put a retweet of his YouTube video about that on my Twitter. So if you're interested in learning more about that, or if you live in Canada or you're concerned about that, definitely take a peek at that.
Yeah, absolutely. And it would kill my FA Jumpers channel. Would kill it.
You would think that if you want to spread Canadianism, it's not within Canada. You want to promote your country in other countries.
Yeah. There's so many backwards things about it. Yeah.
Canadians are Canadians and already there.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think it's just going to hurt us going outside, or, just competing on an even playing field, because that is the cool thing about YouTube. It doesn't matter where you're from. It matters if your content is good. And Rene Ritchie has not grown to be as big as he is because the federal government gave him a leg up in YouTube. He's just that damn good. And, he's one of the best.
Rene is also like a special breed, Of
course, but everybody has lots of special breeds. There's special breed people in Netherlands and in Belgium and in South Africa and Australia. And I mean, there's big creators everywhere, and we have our fair share. And I think that's cool and doesn't have to be artificially created. Peter McKinnon is massive. he
Mhm.
didn't have to have any any help with that. So yeah. I'm not pushing the panic button yet, just because I know how hard it is for the government to get anything done. So I think we'll just have to see what happens and keep lobbying our politicians, I guess, if need be.
Pixelpia, anything that you want to share for the good of
Yes.
the group? I also am saying, Annie, I think I've responded a few times, but the link to join, if you want, is in our Discord. It's also in the community post for members only that you guys should be able to view. So if you're wanting to come in, we see you. You can chat. You can come in.
Yeah.
It's there. It's available.
Shelly, what do you want to call your pets channel?
Fuzzy Friends. Are you making the channel for me so I don't have to do it?
Of course I am.
What
If
if
I
they're not
just,
fuzzy?
if I what?
What if the friends are not fuzzy?
I think most animals have something fuzzy on them. Something. It could be
If you
part of
have a
their guard
hairless
hair.
cat, you're just
I
not
know.
allowed in.
Not
basically.
They have whiskers. They still have whiskers.
The snake?
But I was saying, like, I mean, okay, if anyone has a pet snake, please don't post it in the pets channel because I just no. How about no? Can I put a restriction on no spiders and no snakes, no insects? I'm thinking like cats and dogs and birds, bunnies, maybe a gerbil, a ferret. So help me out here, people.
So
Help me
no
out.
spiders, snakes, or insects. Please,
Please, for the
because
love of.
Only four-legged.
for the sake of
Well,
Shelly.
if there's like a kitty cat that only has 3 legs, that's okay. You know?
But it's
yeah.
still in the four-legged category.
Oh, I see where you're going with that. Oh, okay.
Spiders have eight.
If there's a
snakes
bird,
have
birds
zero.
only have 2 legs, but I'd be okay with birds.
Two, yeah.
So I'm just gonna say, please, can we leave out the insects, the spiders, and snakes?
Okay, all
Pretty
done.
much anything else, I'm good with.
And then we just have to set up that D-stream.
Yeah, the Descript show and tell.
Descript
demo.
I mean.
Let's call it
Yeah,
Descript demo day.
because
Ooh, yeah, look at that
I have
alliteration.
had both Kelly and you, Shelly, are using this script on Mac, aren't you?
Yes. Yeah.
You can use it on Windows
I
too.
have
I did have to check.
I
Yeah.
am on Windows and it has taken me forever. I mean, forever, 6 months to get my audio video to work in this script.
Mm.
So I have given up on it so many times. It's so lousy. And every time you start it, you have to reload the latest download and you restart it, and it's never anything new and it never works better.
Yeah.
Well, now that
Well,
you got
it's-
Keely on the sounding board,
Mhm.
you'd be like, hey guys,
I know.
what's up with this?
I have a friend named Pia, and she's really upset.
She's so upset. She's not going to use your service.
It's a really interesting choice that they made, and I know that they did it intentionally, and I'm sure I'll find out soon why, to make it a server-side application. So
You know,
all
it really
of the
bugs
heavy,
me. Ugh.
yeah,
No,
all
sorry,
of
go
the
ahead.
lifting is done, server side, and so it deploys these updates and things like that. So the application itself is really a shell, and so much of the work depends on bandwidth and consistency and all those things about your packets and packet loss and all that stuff. And all I know is that I have never had a problem with Descript, which is why I'm probably on the sounding board, because I'm like super sunshine and rainbows whenever I talk about it. But
oh no, see, I'm thunderclouds and like lightning bolts. I got issues. I sat there in my meeting with Pranav and I was like, how are you guys going to have these audiogram options that are only square? Do you think that, other size orientations don't exist? Let's not be sizist. I need a 9x16. Okay. Let's not do that, because here's what I'm doing as a workaround is I'm doing it against a solid green, like bright green screen, so that I can use it as a green screen and key it out in chroma key.
right.
And that's the easiest thing that I've found. But I'm just like, why don't you just have a 9x16? Why don't you just have these options? Why don't you have additional, and that's my problem, is why I can't work with a lot of brands, is like, why can't you do this? Why can't you do this? Why can't you do this? And that's probably why they don't want me on their sounding board. But I still love the product.
Yeah.
But
who knows?
it took me 6 months to get my audio and video to work.
Yeah.
That sounds
For 6
like
months,
weird.
all I have been able to use it for is to upload my audio and get the transcript.
That is still that's a good feature.
Yeah, it's that whole recording natively to record into Descript your video and stuff. I guess I'm the kind of person who says, well, I have a really great facility somewhere else to do that sort of work, and so I will use Ecamm for that. And
Yeah, I've never recorded inside of Descript. I only give it finished files.
Exactly, because I'm like, that just doesn't seem like, if I have a better alternative, why would I use that? And there's a lot of products, like every piece of software that we use is getting into that feature bloat where they want to be everything to everyone, and you just can't do that. So,
but a question then, if I want to use this script to create my podcast, what value does it have to me if I need to create the podcast somewhere else first?
Because it still generates transcripts, and you can do all the fantastic editing, and you can apply the sound tuning, the studio sound, and you can easily create little clips and compositions. You can do the audiograms only in Square, as
only in Square. What's that about?
Only in Square, and that sort of thing. So
I can do the audiogram when I upload to my host. I can do all the other things when I mean, there isn't, if I can't record directly in Descript, there is nothing for me that
if you don't use the editing features in Descript, then you're absolutely right. There is nothing for you there. But it's a great speech editor. And I put everything into Descript in order to get out all of the ums and ahs to be able to generate an SRT that I can upload to YouTube and have get that algorithm bump. That's a huge one. And it's more of a hidden feature, but for me, to be able to have everybody's names proper, is really important. And I know it helps with discoverability by having all of those words and the word umpire instead of empire, captioned properly. That's really important for my field. So I'm super excited about.
And once you have the SRT file uploaded, then you can use the built-in auto translate to do it in other languages, which will give you additional boosts for other captions. I do like that when you highlight the amount of text, it tells you how long the recording is. So it's really easy to figure out how much text would be an audiogram, or go through and export that. And I also like that once you do it and highlight it, the audiogram itself, if you wanted extra features or extra content for Instagram, or like once you're looking at it in a Word document, then I can try and find little things that might be a good quotable, shirtable type of thing. Not that I do it, but like, it's nice.
And
do as I say, people. Do as I say.
Mr. Cameron Junkley, Luis is saying in the comments that the SRT is key and it's massive. He also taught me about a feature that I didn't know about, which is the non-destructive editing capability of Descript, that you can go through, and if you have your video and you're clipping out your breath sounds, you're clipping out the ums and ahs, and you've got all that, you can then export an XML file.
I do that and go into Final Cut Pro,
and then do that heavy lifting editing from there.
Yep.
That's just amazing. I thought I had to take like an MP4 export and put it in there, and I was stuck with what that was, but that's incredible. And to be able to put those two pieces together, I have a feeling, if I were a guessing person, that Descript is probably edging to get more video editing features built into Descript in the future.
They are.
People who don't have Final Cut Pro are going to be able to do more of those things natively. But
did they show you the preview at the end of like some of their new version?
So this is member only, right?
It is.
I'm like, wait, what did I agree to in the NDA? I can't remember.
I don't know. I didn't agree to nothing.
Exactly. So you can talk about it.
I can talk about it all the time.
Yes.
Yeah, there are some new in the new update, there's going to be more editing features. But I will say for myself, I have never recorded anything directly into Descript. So even the one thing that I did, so I did a short about how even when I had lost my voice, a couple weeks ago, or I was still able to make a short, I actually typed into Descript what the script was, and then I used my overdub voice to just say that, and then I threw that into an exported audiogram with a green screen and applied it towards my video. So that's the most native thing I've ever done with Descript. But the other thing that was helpful for me, because I have my e-course, I had some videos that were like an hour long, and so I just threw the video in so I could get the SRT file so I could have captions on my e-course. So I thought that was helpful because I was using mixed captions before, and you buy transcription in minutes, and it also uses AI, but it would only do videos up to 30 minutes long. And since some of my video lessons were almost an hour, I was like, I don't want to have to pay for it. So I had like 60% of my lessons were captioned, and then a few weren't, and they were the longest ones. So I put them in Descript and got my SRT file and kicked it out.
There you go. That's perfect.
So that was helpful.
I would really love to be able to use the AI voice, but since I haven't got my microphone to work in Descript until a couple of weeks ago, I have
take one of your
trained
podcasts and just drop it in. That's what I did. I took a whole bunch of my live streams,
train it.
I dropped it in, and I used that as my training voice.
I took one of my live streams and I was like, here, train it on my live stream. Boom.
So I did actually go through and I read, their National Geographic, whatever, one time. Yeah. And then after that, I just took a couple of my live streams and I just dropped those in and added it to my voice. So that was hours worth of content. And
I'm going to do the basic first. So now that I have a microphone working.
Yeah. I mean, I think that if you look at it from the perspective of all of us as content creators, we know the terror of losing something that we've just created because we don't have a backup or whatever. I heard Tom Buck talking about how many redundancies he has built in to his podcast recording process. So he's got the Rodecaster Pro and now the Rodecaster Pro 2, recording on the micro SD, and then he's got a hard drive plugged into that. So it's also getting put onto the external hard drive. And then it's also getting it's also getting recorded onto his computer. So he's got 3 different sources. If 2 things break, he's still got his podcast. So I think of it as I'm going to put my raw material in a format that I know is secure and steady, and then use it in other programs after that. But if you don't have anything else, then it makes sense to use Descript like that. But yeah, those are just strategies, right?
Oh, we have a new channel member. Oh, you guys. Wait, I don't have my Ecamm overlay new channel member thing, but I do have some built-in music here in Wave Video. So hold on, let me use this one. Y'all, we're going to boogie. We're going to use this one. Here we go.
Okay, I'm ready.
Oh, wait, not that one. Not that one. Labyrinth of Soul. Here we go. Welcome, Dimitri.
I feel bad because I have such terrible hair today.
No, you look fantabulous. You look great.
I was going to be going to play field hockey, and the game is starting in 15 minutes. That's why I wasn't here before. But we had one player all of a sudden said, "Oh, I can go." And I'm like, "Great. See you later, ladies. Have a great game."
No, that's fantastic. Dimitri, welcome to the Shelly Squad. Appreciate you so much for being here. If you wanted to come in, I don't know you yet. You're more than welcome to search the community tab and join the link, come on in, or we also have it in our Discord. So it's in the members only chat if you happen to be in our Discord. So if you want to come in, you're more than welcome. There you go. Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad that you guys are here, though. And I'm super excited for our Descript demo day. How about that for triple alliteration?
I am all over alliteration.
Yep. You know it. I love it so much. So yes. So Dimitri, what we are doing a members only live stream. We do this once a month. All of the members, it's a open roundtable. You guys are the only ones who can chat if you want. Sometimes we do live streams where you guys can come in. This is our first one. And we're also testing out a new software program as well. And this is our first time testing out wave.video with guests. So this is my third live stream with it. Yeah. Right?
Congratulations. I saw your first live stream with it when you were just going.
Hold on, we have Coach Adam coming in. Oh yeah, right. I was
Nice.
testing all the buttons and I was like swearing. I'm like, why is this help modal here? Coach Adam, welcome to the show. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It looks like maybe you're still connecting. We've got the little dancing dots, but if you're here,
that might be that he has the wrong camera, because that is a dead giveaway in Discord that you don't have the right camera selected.
Actually, I didn't ask you. I did ask Pixel Pia. How was it joining? Any problems?
Just that I had to do it in Chrome. That was the only thing. So
Chrome only.
Hi, Adam.
Hey,
I'm
Adam.
here. I just finished my live.
Streaming. Oh wow, it was
I
fun.
was. My lives are like 5 minutes long. I've got like one person watching, and it's Roy who's going live. And no, I did 25 minutes on Canva, and I was able to go out and double test. So thank you for inviting me in. I love this.
Of course.
Wave is
oh
cool.
no.
Yeah, it wasn't hard. I just
maybe we should
button.
do this more often as the members only. I know this was like a first one-off, but it's fun actually chatting with y'all. So maybe we'll just have that be our thing, as we actually do a members only live stream with the members.
Yeah, you know what? This is what my recommendation would be, and I think Keely would agree with me. Just do it in Discord. It is so easy inside the Discord to do this kind of thing just with the members.
Okay, I know,
yeah.
and I said we're doing our Descript demo day, and they have homework. If you weren't here for the live stream, in it, I said, help me set it up, and we're gonna do this voice channel, whatever, and all that. So
it's so good.
Our next one is Descript demo day.
Shelly, you have to give in, because we're all trying to.
What do you mean give in? I said yes. I said I don't know how to do it. Help me set it up. That's fine. I said.
But you know what you can do? You could simultaneously broadcast into YouTube alive.
I thought that's what we were doing.
No. I'm just saying, like, if you did a voice channel in Discord, you could take that, because Ecamm's awesome, and share that, or other programs can probably do too. I don't know. I don't compare. And just push that into YouTube, and then people can see that and go, oh, I wish I could be in Shelly's stream and talking and doing fun things. I should join the Discord, and I should become a member of Shelly Saves the Day. And then you've created your FOMO.
Yeah, I don't need FOMO. I just want people here who actually want to be here.
Okay, I'm all about the FOMO.
Yeah, but this is good too. This is good too.
You're so like, this is all right too. You're so sweet.
Right.
It's all right. Just go on with your wrong self.
Yeah.
It's fine.
The wave is fun.
We'll get her later.
That's right.
You guys, I'm already doing what you want. Jeez.
Resistance is futile.
It's futile.
Yeah.
I know. It's fine. It's fine.
The Discord Borg will be all. The whole internet
I'm not
will be
opposed.
just
In fact, I've been in there.
Discord.
I saw your tacos. I gave you a taco emoji on it. I mean,
it's
come
awesome.
on. Right?
Yeah, no, it's all good.
You should pop in a Monday night on Keely's server.
What's
Yeah,
on
I
Monday
will.
nights? Oh, I can't. Monday nights is my dance team practice.
Obviously takes precedence. I totally understand.
Yeah, we're required to be there, so
Yeah. Yeah, I do a little spin session in my server, and
what's a spin session?
Well, my intention. See, I have this whole metaphor that I've set up about how Discord is like records, but discs, and it's all about recording. And I have LPs and LPs. Anyway, I've got all this stuff. So in my disco voice channel, I do a spin session where I'm trying to really find the path, but I want to be live working in a server and having people looking over my shoulder as I'm doing that, so they can see the actual steps that people are taking, and we can talk about the decisions I'm making, and they can do the same thing at the same time. So they can be in their
do a couple of working sessions where, I've been doing all these Amazon videos and stuff like that. I have like almost 500. And so sometimes I'll just sit down and do a whole bunch and batch, and then I'll throw them on YouTube. And I'm like, hey, if anyone would be interested in watching me like edit and how I'm doing these things, that would be something I would do that.
I think so. I think we're all very, we're shy. I know you're not shy, but we're a little bit reticent about putting our behind the scenes stuff out there, because we think, oh, well, nobody's going to be interested in that. But actually, that is a lot of the content that people can learn from. And, you know, I would love to sit in a Discord voice channel and watch Mr. Camera Junkie editing video and just watch his process and be like, oh, that's a trick I've never seen before. And be able to ask him questions as he's doing it. And that would be the real value in that experience, I think. So
I think I tried to do a stream like that once of live streaming editing. I think that was it was a few months ago, but I did try and do that. So I wouldn't be opposed to doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no one watches that.
That's how I have learned everything and set up everything on my Discord, by being in with Kelly on Monday nights. And as she do things, I do it. So I follow along and I can ask questions. And I mean, I have learned a lot during those Monday nights.
Thank you. Oh my God, you're the best.
Look, it's working. It's all working. There's the FOMO, and now I'm like, wait, what am I missing?
Now you're learning.
What am I missing?
Now you're
It'd be great if it was like a golf game where you'd have two commentators talking like, oh, now she's going in to create the new channel. Yeah.
Is she gonna hit the button? Is she gonna? She missed. She missed the button.
It's a typo. Oh no.
Oh no. Is she gonna notice it before she hits publish? Oh, only time will tell.
We actually, several months ago, we did this on Dina Taylor's live stream. She has Silver Lining Home Place, and she had myself and Michelle Lawrence of LBC Branding, and we were guests, you know, in her eCam stream, and she was cooking a meal, and we were sitting there like, what is she doing now? Oh my goodness, that looks so good.
Not the pepper.
Dina, you know, and we'd be like, Dina, tell us more about this, because that looks good. And we were just having this hilarious time. It was
reaction
so much
videos,
choice
right?
button. Let's see if it works out for them.
It works. It's a format that works.
Absolutely.
You know, I have thought about doing an Amazon live stream of cooking something, you know, demonstrating some different cooking things. But it might be fun to do it as a Discord or something at some point and be like, let's make dinner together. And it's something I would not put on like YouTube, but you know.
Yeah, Dina did that in her server. Dina did that.
You're doing
we had a cook along of I can't remember what the dish was. It was, you know, something fairly simple, but there was about 8 people, and everybody just, you know, made the dish together, and everybody was on camera, and so everybody was talking about it. I made eggs because I couldn't make the thing that they were making.
Fair enough.
Because I'm not a cook, so I just like made.
You know
my
what
eggs
though?
on rye.
One of the hardest tests is making the perfect egg, and I know there was some chef. I don't remember which one. It was. Oh, I heard myself. Was cook me the perfect egg. What you think the perfect egg is, or like the perfect omelet, or the perfect, you know, whatever. And eggs are difficult. There's so many different ways to cook it, but like,
different kind of eggs. You know, like
Yeah.
fish eggs.
Oh, good point. Quail eggs,
Really
different
smart.
than the
Yeah, all
ostrich
kinds of-
eggs, and
Yeah.
we have gone off the rails. It's fine.
Exactly. So I have a question, right? So you're talking about making Amazon videos. I know Alec is doing Amazon video now.
He's doing a lot of like the live streaming. I think he just I don't do those as much as the shoppable video.
Lala is doing what is this? So are you streaming through Amazon? Showing
So there's
product
two different as part of the Amazon influencer program, there's 4 different ways that you can create content. So one of them is like a shoppable photo, and that's more like a Pinterest pin looking thing. The next one is going to be this idea list, which is just a curated list and collection of items, and you could send out the list. The next is going to be the shoppable videos, which are, you know, shorter videos that are usually shown on the product page of items on Amazon. And then the last is doing live streams on Amazon's platform. So depending on how people want to split it up, a lot of people really go hard on the live streaming. I go harder on the shoppable videos because it's more passive for me once I make the video. I just keep hearing my voice every once in a while. Once the video is there, it can just keep continuing to show on the product page, and I make more money off it.
So this is a pre-record.
You hear it too?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, someone
is. We're all using ear monitors and headphones, right? So
yeah, I believe so. So I'm not sure where that's coming from, but every once in a while it comes in.
Yeah, it's so funny. Yeah, so this is like the difference between a live and a pre-recorded video, so to speak, right?
Oh,
right. And how long are your pre-recorded videos for Amazon? Like 3 to 5, 10 minutes, 20 minutes?
40 seconds.
Oh, they're just short little like, hey, look
Mine
at
are
this thing,
very,
it's the
very
best.
short, and I
Are they
keep it that
vertical or
way on
horizontal?
purpose. I do both. And in
Uh,
fact, I try and make them look as amateurish and like as possible. I don't
Yeah.
use fancy background.
Relatable.
I don't use any kind of transitions. I
TikTok
literally
like.
just show it.
Yeah, you just
And
gen it.
exactly.
So, and does that drive affiliate sales?
Yes and no. So we should have, I think I did an interview with Dan Courier, and there's a whole interview that we did talking about the Amazon influencer program, which is different than associates. So that might also be a really good one to watch, but we can do an entire session and talk about it. I think especially if you have a lot of things that you're reviewing or you have in your house, anything like that, shoppable videos are a really great way to go because of the fact that you already have all the stuff and it's really easy to make
It
the video and then make
justifies,
money.
right, your issues with buying stuff. Like I see you have all those headphones. I've got a few too, and microphones, and it's like, and I love them. I love it, and it's so you can talk about the stuff that you love. It's like show
Yeah.
and tell, basically, right?
It is. It's exactly like that.
people.
In fact, there are some
That's
things that
cool.
I'm not like super crazy about, and it's more so like I don't have to say like this is the best thing ever. You know, I can say like this is how big it is, and this is what color it is, and this is the experience of unboxing it, and it's really easy to just like talk about it that way versus anything else. In fact, I did a talk about it at VidFest, and in fact, we also did a panel about some of the shoppable video stuff. It's shot on my phone, but I forgot. I will also upload that as a members only video. It's from the talk at VidFest, and Dan Courier is on the panel. I'm on the panel. Kelly Roberts is on the panel. And so all three of us are giving like tips and tricks about shoppable video. So let me upload that one as well. I'll do that tonight or tomorrow.
Or
And
put the link in the
you can also take a look.
Discord. That would be awesome. Yeah, I'd love to.
I haven't uploaded it yet, but I will. Yes.
Yeah. Just curious about this because a lot of people are finding success. They're enjoying it. And it also seems to me that like less so than YouTube or other places, you don't have to worry so much about the niche. You just talk about
Oh
the
no, I
product
just
'cause
throw it all out
the
there.
video goes to the
Everything.
product, and the only person who's going to be on that product is someone listening to products. You don't have to
someone
worry
looking
about
for it, right? Yeah.
you know, I have a basketball I like. Oh, you don't do sports. Why would you talk about a basketball? Oh, I like it. Like
No,
that's all you need to
absolutely.
do.
You can
Yeah, that's kind
yes,
of cool,
do it all.
right?
I
I
hadn't
like
even
that.
thought of that would be the liberating thing, because I struggle in, in my two brand niches, neither of them are product heavy of any way, shape, or
Right.
form.
So you could do any product. It
I
could
could
be
do
like
anything.
bath salts or
Yep.
it could be grill salts,
Yep. So I have one about the
whatever
bath
you
tub bamboo tray thing that I use. And then the next one is about the camera that I use. So I love that about the Amazon video. That's why I have like 500 videos. That's why I'm also trying to get them all on YouTube for the content ID system, because there's a lot of people who steal your videos as well. So you definitely want to look out for that. But
on Amazon, really? They
yeah.
pull it and then they
including some of the brands and the vendors. And then the other thing is, if you guys have been watching my monthly revenue reports, it is now the largest chunk of revenue that I have. It's like 50-60% of my income right now, because I don't make anything on YouTube and I never have. So Amazon has the influencer program has been so much better for me than the associates, because associates I make like $8 or $10, and sometimes I don't even get paid because you have to make $10. And with influencers, ever since I started, I've been making way more money off the bat. So we can totally have a chat about that. I'm so sorry, you guys. I do have to jet because I have to.
A quick question before you go. A quick question. You said you put them on Facebook to get the ID.
Well, they will eventually also go on Facebook, but I'm putting them on YouTube.
No, I mean YouTube. I meant YouTube.
Yeah.
Can you put them there? Just throw them up there as private and get the ID.
It may have to be unlisted. I'd have to unlist it at least, but I'm not sure. But right now, I'm in the process of trying to get all 450 videos up there.
You've got to go. Thank you so much, Shelly.
No, we can totally have another chat about if you guys want to do that in Discord too, as just us chatting about it. That's totally fine.
That would be really worthwhile. I'd like to hear more about this for sure.
Your show.
And it's funny because I'm in several of these Facebook groups that talk about Amazon, and people are actually really up in arms about sharing information about Amazon program, because it is pretty lucrative. And a lot of them have that scarcity mindset of, if more people know about it, then we make less money. But you know me, I'm just not like that. So we can totally have a chat about that.
We can keep it to members.
FOMO alert. You better like shine up if you want to learn more about
Sounds
Amazon
good.
Influencer Program. But thank you so much for also all testing out the Wave video with me. Really appreciate it. Thanks to all the mods being out there and saying hello. Thanks to the new channel member as well. Anything else you want to say goodbye to the people, everyone?
Bye, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.
Bye.
Bye,
It was
everybody.
awesome.
All right. I'll see you guys all in Discord and then on Thursday for another live stream.